In this video, we're going to take a look at the custom LED meter on the Convert 2. If you're not already familiar with the Dangerous Convert 2, check out this overview video that we did here. This custom meter was specifically designed for the Convert 2. Aside from looking great, it's got some really awesome features that you're going to want to know about. One of the most important features is the peak over average function. This means that you can see your RMS level and your peak level all at the same time. If I play a track, you can see that these green and orange segments show my RMS level, where this red LED up here is showing my peak level. Not only is it like having two meters in one, but since we all have to participate in the loudness war, this is the ideal meter for trying to get loud tracks without clipping. Speaking of clipping, if you take a look at the edge of the meter over here, there's a section called Over. This is another custom feature that we implemented. Anytime you have 3 consecutive samples that cross the 0 point, this indicator will light up orange for about half a second. If you're wondering why we chose 3 samples, it's because that's the maximum number that a CD pressing plant will allow. It also tells you you're close to audible distortion. So why does the lower half of the meter change from green to orange? Well, that's another useful feature that we came up with. The point at which the color changes marks the calibration level of the Convert 2. What's even cooler is if I were to change the calibration, the meter would change accordingly. Now with the Convert 2, you can change calibration with the touch of a button. So now I'm at -18, and the meter turns from green to orange at -18. If I change my calibration here to -14, the meter will change from green to orange at -14. One more cool thing I'd like to point out here. If you look closely, you can see that the top 6 dB of the meter have a wider scale than the rest. Each of these segments represents half a dB, so you can get really precise with your levels. It's a really powerful tool for mixing and mastering. Here's another useful trick. The Convert 2 has multiple digital inputs, and the meter follows any input that you select. So if I switch between 2 different inputs, I can compare their peak and RMS levels. Now there's 2 reasons you might want to do this. The first would be comparing your track to a reference track so that you can see how your peak and RMS levels are stacking up to your reference. The other reason you might want to do that is to compare your mastered track to your unmastered track to see if you're actually improving perceived loudness. I'll give you a quick example of that. On this input, I have my uncompressed track. And on this input, I have my compressed track. As I switch between them, I can see the differences in peak and RMS levels reflected on the meter. That sums up the Convert 2 meter. If you have any questions or need help with any of your Dangerous products, feel free to email us at info@dangerousmusic.com.